That night, everyone was having a blast, but Turing was all over the place because he genuinely liked Clark. But this was a complicated emotional issue, and his colleague Ross had already noticed Turing's odd behaviour. He suggested not to tell Clark, as it would be highly frowned upon in those times. To ease his guilt towards Clark, Turing threw himself even deeper into work. Days went by, and the deadline was looming. But the work to decrypt the Enigma was still at a standstill, so his co-workers took Turing out to the bar to unwind a bit. Clark also brought along a close friend who worked at the listening station, and during their chat, the friend casually mentioned an interesting fact. Every telegraph operator had their own unique style and quirks. He often intercepted love letters from a German officer who was definitely meant for his girlfriend. Hearing this, Turing suddenly had a light bulb moment. He dashed back to the studio like crazy, realizing their initial idea was wrong. Understand, Enigma yields 159 trillion outcomes. Endless calculation won't suffice. Yet Germans sent messages daily at 6 p.m. His enthusiasm exploded, and ideas shot through his mind like fireworks. The Germans' daily report was a weather update for Hitler. Turing quickly locked onto the word weather as a key starting point, along with a constant ending. By inputting the first and last words into the machine and setting a range, the intermediate content can be calculated, greatly boosting decryption efficiency. Efficiency will soar exponentially. After setting the two constants and starting the machine, everyone was on edge. Turing excitedly scribbled down the letters and hurried back to the office to switch the cipher machine to reverse mode. Rewired, based on deduced rules, input a decoded code, revealing a German warship's exact coordinates. It seemed this was the intel the Germans needed. Turing's 3 years of labour finally bore fruit at this moment. Everyone was too thrilled to speak. They hugged, knowing from now on, every German plan would be revealed. Latest intel shows Germans will attack a British convoy in 30 minutes. She, hearing this, called the Navy at once. But Turing slammed her to the ground. She, furious, thought had gone mad and punched him. Turing wiped the corner of his mouth and calmly said, "Our British forces won't go sinking their ships just like that. If the British army reported early, the Germans would surely suffer and blow up their own ships. That means letting their ships suffer. Yes, if the British bomb German subs, they'll know their code's cracked. They would quickly halt all wireless communication and start developing a new Enigma, causing their 3 years of hard work to go down. The war would continue, leading to the question, these 1,000 lives or millions in the future?" It was such a heavy choice that everyone fell silent until the youngest in the group, Peter, looked at the map. He boldly asked if they could save just this one ship. But Turing had no choice. In this brutal war, everyone had no choice. Whatever decision they made would lead to tragedy. Turing then brought Clark to meet the chief of MI6, hoping he would keep the secret. No one must know they have cracked the Enigma, and he would lead the establishment of a data analysis system. To determine which attacks to stop and which to sacrifice, they must act without alerting the Germans, prioritizing the greater good. They crafted a 6-win-4-loss scenario. From early computers to AI, big data's use took shape in his mind. As things went smoothly, Turing noticed a Bible hidden under newspapers. He quietly flipped it open when no one was looking. Sure enough, a page in Matthew had a folded corner, and suddenly he remembered the intel she mentioned, which was in that chapter. Just then, Ross walked over, and they exchanged meaningful glances. No need to say more. Everyone clearly knew he was a Soviet spy. Turing immediately said he needed to report to higher-ups, but Ross replied he wouldn't because they both held secrets over each other. If that secret got out, Turing would lose everything at work and could never see his beloved masterpiece again. Ultimately, Turing was forced to keep the secret until the fateful day arrived. When Turing went to Clark's place, he found the chief had been waiting there for quite some time. Because there was a pile of decrypted Enigma records sitting on Clark's nightstand. Turing hastily explained it was from a year ago and revealed Ross was a spy, fearing Clark's unjust harm. To his surprise, the chief already knew who the real spy was. It was someone he had planted here to relay information to the Soviets. Only through intelligence sharing could the Allies end the war quickly, but regarding Turing's accusation, the chief had to use Clark's safety as leverage. Reluctantly, Turing agreed, but he never fully trusted those politicians' promises. Caught in this conflict, he still chose to confide in. He hoped Clark could leave this troubled place, but to his surprise, Clark replied, "You're not the best husband. I assure you, I never thought of being the best wife. We will interact and share feelings. It's like the best kind of marriage." Turing felt deeply moved, but ultimately chose to hurt Clarke to protect him. The coming days were agonizing. Each of Turing's calculations seemed to bleed like death, deciding life and death. If you like my story, remember to subscribe to my channel for more exciting content waiting for you.